stressmike.com. We're here at the Firefighter Challenge and in Coweta, Oklahoma.
This race is brought to you by the Combat Wear Zone, officially licensed.
Show you here. Kind of a letdown to me. I'm sure it's just me, but I work with volunteer fire department. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, and every year we have a challenge for the firefighters. And this, I've been watching, I can't quite figure everything out. And one thing I noticed, they had one team that was a Dr. Pepper team, and the soda pop. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. And some of these people you saw on the original challenge, right now they're running one, and it's working as a team. And normally that's what it is. It's all teamwork. And now, and I've noticed that
all right, Eldorado already had Rescue Randy.
That some of these people, I don't think, well, I know they don't belong to a fire department. And
Redbird on the delineator, of course. Redbird is moving.
They said that some of these people that are in this challenge have sponsors. And I haven't figured all that out, but normally when you have a sponsor, they're awful close to professionals, or in other words,
Redbird is already a Rescue Randy. Eldorado finishes with a time of 2 minutes and 38 seconds.
That's their full-time job, so, you know. And then some of these guys, they've said they've had, I think one guy had 19, already did 19 challenges. And they said they were comparing his best time. And for you to do this, you know, on a regular basis, your time will get better. And you can work out because you're working out to get a specific thing done. So,
all right, Redbird finished with a time of 3:22.
I'm not quite getting all what I was expecting to see here. I thought it was going to be a bunch of volunteers that work together. They have a day job, and this is kind of a fun thing for them. And you know, but I couldn't understand how they got some teams from out of the country. And so I'm thinking...
All right, coming up next, we've got on the blue side, Ash Kickers, Dugan Ridenauer and Larry Branson. On the red side, we've got Sand Springs Secretary, Tyler Boyd and Shay Crawford.
See, Ash Kickers. Now, what kind of volunteer fire department would that be? So, anyway. This has not been what I thought it was. And normally I'm not here at this time of the year, so I'm missing out on it because they only do it once a year. You know, they do it once a year here. And so what happens, they've been doing this, they travel all over doing this stuff, and some of these teams and some of the individuals, that's what they do, is travel around. And that's how they become so good at it. So, kind of lost interest in it. And I hate to be the kind of person that's throwing water on the fire, but it seems like a lot of good things get, I don't want to say commercialized, but I'm not sure if that's what it is. But when they get to be a certain way, it's
All right, those two teams
kind of takes the challenge out of them for a normal person.
Hotel pack.
Good example is, you know, sports. Many of us like playing sports, but then once you get into the professional part, they don't do anything but that all day long, or they exercise for that and that type of stuff. And to me, that takes the fun out of it. I like to see real people accomplishing extraordinary things. But you're not a real person if this is all you work out to do. You practice doing one certain thing. But anyway, that's my thoughts. But it is funny because you watch these professionals do it, and then when the volunteer teams come up, there's a lot of difference. And you can see by their equipment, even though it's supposed to be real fireman equipment, it's been modified. You're not going to wear a lot of this stuff in a fire. So it's just,
Larry Branson running through. Larry Branson
like always, I learned more than I want to know. And I wish it wouldn't happen.
Sand Springs running down the course. Sand Springs getting through the
kind of like my Mexico trip.
But Ash Kickers, Larry Branson smoking that course. Finishing with a time of 150.61. Nice job.
Learning why and how things work. Once you understand it, it kind of takes the thrill out of it. But it's a fun thing.
Sand Springs finishes strong. Sand Springs finishes with a time of 2 minutes 17 seconds.
And it's supposed to be on ESPN, but I don't see any trucks or anything. So I think it's just they got some videographers that film this stuff, because there are a bunch of photographers out here. But anyway, they got, like I say, people from all over are competing. And I say this is the first one I've been to.
Races up on the next. For the next race on the blue side, we've got West Licking Fire, Chris Sturts.
But anyway.
And on the red team, we've got Team ATX Black,
everything,
Jared Johnson, and Larry Poppin.
Everything is sponsored. And even the people selling stuff, they're sponsored by different companies. But anyway, it's been an experience. And it's been cold. 42 degrees. Been like that pretty much all day. Anyway, that's what they're doing.
Oh boy.
They're doing it as a team now.
Team ATX got that donut roll and is already headed back down those 5 flights of stairs. West Lick not far behind them.
And the guys that do this real regular, you can see they do a much better job. And that's because they know what they're doing. They know how to hold that hammer. They know how to pull the rope.
Both teams making short work of that Kaiser. Team ATX over the delineator. Team ATX little slip, but picks it right up.
And time-wise, whoa, he fell down twice.
Both men on the Kaiser, Team ATX bringing it back. Even with the slip, Team ATX smoking the course.
Team ATX. That's another thing. All these teams.
What a performance! 123.35 with 2 slips. Good job.
Are from a city, and these aren't. They come up with these weird names, so they're not from a town or a county or anything like that. So it's like professionals going up against amateurs. But these professionals are doing one certain thing. These aren't firefighters. You can tell it on their helmets. Their helmets, they're not the same. There's a lot of things that are just a little bit different. Anyway, just Mike. NoStressMike.com.
Westlake actually won that race by 0.14 of a second. It's not up there. It was a 2-second penalty. Westlake actually won that.